One good beating per series is plenty for Draymond Green and Golden State. The Warriors got it in Game 2 at Houston, and now the defending champions plan to do what they seem to do best: bounce back with brilliance. As the Western Conference Finals showdown shifts to Oracle Arena for Sunday's Game 3, tied at 1 game apiece, the Warriors have spent the past few days discussing their Game 2 troubles and what they're striving to do in order not to be dominated again. "It's time to play. I think we're at our best when we feel threatened," Green said Saturday. Game 1 we felt threatened, we came out with a sense of urgency. Game 2 we maybe didn't feel as threatened, and the sense of urgency wasn't there. I think you're allowed one of those a series. We've had our one, now it's time to lock in for the remainder of the series." And for the Warriors, that starts on the defensive end against Chris Paul, James Harden and company. Because when they get stops, it allows Golden State to get going in transition and find open looks from three-point range that weren't there during a 127-105 Game 2 defeat Wednesday night at Houston. That was largely because the Rockets had ample time to set their defense following made baskets. Houston is making sure not to get too high from its impressive result. The Rockets lost Game 1, 119-106. "Feels like Game 2 was a week ago now. That's how it is in the playoffs," Paul said. "I heard somebody say when you lose a game in the playoffs, you feel like you're never going to win again, and when you win, you feel like you're never going to lose again. We've done a great job all year staying even-keeled. The task gets tougher for the Rockets at one of the league's most imposing venues. Golden State has won an NBA record-tying 15th straight postseason home games, matching the Chicago Bulls marked from April 27, 1990 May 21, 1991. The Warriors at Oracle are a different story for sure, Stephen Curry said. Coach Steve Kerr spoke last week to former Warriors coach Mark Jackson about Golden State's resiliency over years now. Just as they did in losing once in each of the first 2 rounds, the Warriors hardly looked strong in Game 2. Kerr insists that rebounding from a bad loss is hardly about coaching, patting his chest to note that his players take it upon themselves based on their passion to respond from defeat. "It's a series. We're not going to knock them out in one game," Kevin Durant said. "Bad games happen throughout playoff series, throughout a season, throughout a career. So just move on, keep getting better, and see what happens next game." And the Warriors aren't worried about Curry rediscovering his shooting rhythm after making only 2 3-pointers, 1 in each game, so far this series. It might just take one to fall for the 2-time MVP to start feeling it again. Or not even one. "I only need one, that's all I need," Curry said. "Actually, I might not need any, because hopefully that first one that I shoot in Game 3 goes in, so I don't really need any." Golden State, which realized it wouldn't go to record 16-1 like last postseason's remarkable run to a second title in 3 years, responded from defeats in the first round to San Antonio and then against the Pelicans in the Western Conference semifinals. Mike D'Antoni knows what his Rockets are up against now that the series shifts to the Warriors imposing home court. "We always talk about having a short memory, especially in bad times, but you have to have a short memory also in good times. Play with the same desperation. Play with the same force that we played offensively and defensively, knowing that they'll have more of a force on their side," D'Antoni said.